We'll have to talk more about that later, but time presses. Is there anything else before we get going?
I've heard enough of your crazy bullshit.
Then just do what you're being paid to do. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Okay.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful.
You got it.
And try
Hey, ammo
I
over
love
here.
Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets
Hey.
free, there will only be one
Heads up.
option.
Just say the word.
please.
I'll
Hancock.
do my best.
You look like you
If
could
Imogene
use a little
finally
pick-me
comes
up.
home, for God's sake, don't let her leave
Your
again
thoughts?
until
So
I
you got a ride of choice? I'm usually a mentat school myself. Makes me feel intellectual.
Nothing else for now.
Fine by me. Not a lot of folks would travel with a ghoul.
Yes. Heads up. See if there's anything there.
Good as done.
Take anything good.
You got it.
Get that. Pick that up. Anything good. Take that. Grab that.
Sure.
Get that.
You got
Pick that up. Take that.
Bingo. So, seems you know how to hold your own. I'd had my doubts when we first hit the road.
What can I say? Some people have just got it.
You ain't kidding. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened at Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they called neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
You and McDonough knew each other as kids?
Oh yeah. Guy's my brother. Grew up together in a little shack on the waterfront. Guy was the standard big brother. Entitled, punchy, liked to shove rotten potatoes down my shirt and slap my back. But I never thought he'd be capable of something like what they did to those ghouls.
Why did McDonough campaign against the ghouls?
Because he thought he could win. There'd always been a pretty clear divide between the folks living in the stands and those down on the field. I'm not convinced they didn't do it just to improve their view. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave. But I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were, who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
Doesn't seem like there's a lot of competition for the post.
You ain't lying. It's awful lonely for us folks at the top. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road? Bingo.
Grab that.
You got it. Enough to go around.
Ready? Let's go. You should know what we're going to be dealing with. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. It's the artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have failed. It's fused too tightly with his nervous system.
Look alive. Look alive.
What you got?
Hey, Hancock.
Something I can do?
Your thoughts?
All the havoc this thing's seen, can't believe it looks as good as it does.
Your thoughts?
You know, we figure out how to turn you ghoul. We could do this long term. Something to think about.
Your thoughts?
Never expected you'd be such a scrapper. Nice to not be the only muscle for a change.
That was all I had.
Fine by me.
While I'm home, my wife is my right hand. While I'm away, my right hand is my wife.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of him. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
What the?
Sure.
Operational assessment. All systems nominal. Primary direction. Victory is assured.
Excellent.